Hello, my name's Anthony Davis, and this week I've been, well, 3 of the days of this week, I've been here at Taker Radio doing October half-term stuff. And within these 3 days I have been to Nottingham BBC, East Midlands, with the rest of the gang, you could say. Basically, we did a lot of stuff. We made lots of posters, I mean a lot of posters, and decorated the whole wall with it. My role mainly this week, I've been video editing. So I should probably recognise I've been sat in front of the computer and doing some presenting as well, but mainly sat in front of the computer video editing. So I've been using Cyberlink Power Director, and it's a good software. I do recommend it, but as this isn't a recommendation video, this is more of what I've been doing video. I've been doing lots of other stuff. I've been on air. I've designed my own game, you could say. Basically, this game it's been used on the outside broadcasts. You get members of the audience. They can either come in and do a quiz, but since I really do hate quizzes, I decided to turn it into like a sing-song contest. And you sing in a well-known song, and at points in the song, it'll just be the backing track, and you've got to fill in the blanks. If you get it right, you win something, or you just win, and if you get it wrong, you lose. And that's basically, it's a very simple game. And after that, I've been doing video editing. So I've been doing it since 1 o'clock till time's now, to about 4:05. I've been video editing. It's been lots of fun, and I'd be glad to do it again. Same with the summer activities at Skegness. Glad to do all that again. But yeah, that's it really. What else have I done? I've mentioned on the radio, I've been on the radio. Yeah, we did our own show, me, Cam and Nathan. Sadly, the Crash CD had to go on because something about scheduling and database things. Bits of timey-wimey, itchy-bitchy stuff, which I don't really know about. But we took it in stride and we learned from our mistakes, and that's basically it. Oh yes, we also did some mock interviews. I was Louis Spence, as you probably know, and Cam Felton, he was Colin Morgan, and the rest of the team were press, and they had to ask us questions. More like it's for their benefit, so they know what the right questions to ask, like teachers. Yes, we've also had head teachers come in. Mr. John Crone from Quarrydale and Tim Croft from Sutton Community Academy. They came in, we had a good discussion with them, some real good fun.
Hi Emily. Hi Leah. What have you been up to this half term?
I wasn't here on Monday, but on Tuesday I interviewed with Leah, the head of Quarrydale. A bit scary. And on Wednesday, also with Leah, I did a game show. And then Thursday, with Cam and Lewis, I interviewed the head of Sutton Centre. Then today, as I'm dressed like this, all the makeup, it is Halloween.
Hey.
And we're having a really nice, all-together day.
What would you say you enjoyed the most about this week?
Definitely all the game shows that I'm doing, because it's just a bit of fun, a bit chilled out, and just getting to know each other, and just being all together part.
And what would you say was the most difficult part of the week?
The most difficult part was the interviews, because it was hard to think of the questions, but then it soon got easier. But then when I got into the studio and to the interviewing bit, I was really nervous. I'm like, it's because you've never met him before.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went to really good, and I'd want to do it again.
Well, if you could do any of the week differently, what would you do differently?
I think I'd want to be more confident, like more outgoing in the interview.
Yeah. And if you could do any bit of the week again, not so much to redo it, but more which you really enjoyed, what would it be?
Today and Wednesday, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Leah, hello. What have you done this week?
Monday I
and the other presenters, me and the other presenters, we all did like a mock press conference with Ant being Louis Spence, Cam being called out to interview them about some upcoming show. So we found out how to conduct an interview, different methods and ways and tips and tricks. And then we went to BBC Radio Nottingham, and me, Cam and Craig were interviewed live on air, which was really exciting. And we got to see how an interview was done, kind of in a professional environment like the BBC, and how they'd conduct an interview rather than a bunch of teenagers mucking around in the other room. So that was quite cool. Tuesday, we came in, sat down, got told to write down all the problems we have with schools, and then you and me, Emily, had to kind of make them all into questions to put to John Crone, the head of Corridale, and then that afternoon, we interviewed him live on air, and that was slightly scary but really cool as well, because it was the first time I'd done an interview live on air. I'd done like kind of sort of interview if we'd done an outside broadcast before, but nothing was ever done with it. It was just like on a Zoom recorder, but this actually went live on air, so that was quite cool. And then we had to start planning. In the show, after John Crone had left, we had to kind of improvise last minute on how to fill out the rest of the show, so that was quite cool, thinking on our feet, quite fun, challenging. And then once we finished the show, we had to start planning like a little game show, and then Wednesday morning we finished it, Wednesday afternoon we completed it, and again live on air, and all of the presenters that were there, we all got involved and we all did this game show together, which I really enjoyed, because it was like we'd put in so much hard work in this game show and then it all paid off and everyone had great fun, so much so we're doing it now today. And then Friday we're doing like a Halloweeny kind of thing, so most of us are all dressed up, having a lot of fun, and we're doing another game show live on air, so it's great.
What would you find would be the most difficult thing about this week?
The most difficult thing was if not the long days, because I say long days, it was like 9:15 till about 4:30, 5:30, and while you enjoyed everything you did, and there's never any reason to get bored, and I wouldn't change it at all. You started to get a bit sleepy, and yeah, but that was fine. You just need more sleep, and I really enjoyed it. Also the interview, building up the confidence and stuff to actually do this interview was quite scary.
What would you improve on about this week?
I'd kind of get over whatever hang-ups I had about doing this interview, and I'd have proper grilled him.
If you could do anything again, what would it be?
BBC Radio Nottingham was great fun. I always really enjoy going out away from the studios with takeover presenters. It's always great fun and something different. But also that game show, because I think we did really, really well.
Yes.
Everyone seemed to enjoy it.
And we did embarrass some people as well.
And we got people embarrassed as well. I think we did a very good job.
And that might happen to us today.
Yeah. Because we had to write, we kind of wrote another embarrassing questions questionnaire earlier today, and we've all had to fill it in, so we'll see how that goes.
If you could say anything to Craig, what would it be?
Thank you for this. Hello.
Hello.
So tell me about your week at October All In.
Well, basically, it is just basically what's gaining new experiences, having some fun, and pretty much learning anything that we haven't covered so far, and just seeing if we can actually try and get into that. And overall, it was pretty fun.
What was your favourite part of the week?
Well, considering the fact I've only been here Monday and Friday, perhaps my favourite out of those 2 days was probably Monday, which was visiting BBC Radio Nottingham, because it's a really new experience because of how we're managing to visit
a very high corporation, and being able to gain some stuff from that.
What would you do again if you were given the opportunity?
Probably learning new stuff, because I mean, even though this week's has just been like having fun, and it is great having fun. I mean, you know, I would love to do this again, mainly because you get to just have a blast, and just being able to just do something new. I mean, learning what's out there, and also having a blast at the same time.
What did you find most difficult about this week?
Grabbing it by, like, basically trying to cover it, because once you learn something new, like me, I'm trying to learn drums, do a drum kit, but learning a new time, it's never easy. But I mean, this is kind of like the same. You never do it fluently first time. So I'm guessing that whatever we've covered is probably the most difficult is, but however we managed to get through it, and we managed to just be awesome at it.
So, if you could do anything again and change it about this week, what would you do?
Have more fun activities, really, because it is pretty much what it's about. Just having some awesome activities, and being able to just have a blast whilst doing something new.
And finally, if you could say anything to Craig, what would you say about this week?
To Craig, thanks for everything you've done, mate. Thanks for the week. It has been an absolute pleasure to be coming in and using my weeks wisely, and just being able to have something that I really enjoy.
Is it something you'd recommend to other teenagers?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Brilliant, that's everything. Thank you. Nope. So, tell me about what you did this week in October All In.
Well, this Monday went to Radio Nottingham. I really enjoyed that. Thank Craig for asking him to see if we were all allowed to come along. So thank him for that. Yesterday I did some recording songs, everything like that. That was very, very exciting. And for watching Ant doing his video editing, that was really funny as well. So I thank Craig for getting us all involved in audio and video editing. And today I really enjoyed doing the quiz, and like messing up a bit and making jokes out of it. So all in all, I thank Craig very, very much for staying with us the whole of this week. I bet it's been very, very annoying for him, so I thank him.
And what did you find the most difficult?
It's difficult. Not sure really.
Well, if you could redo anything that you've done this week, which would you do? What would you pick?
Probably to do the quiz again.
Quiz. Did you enjoy it, or do you think you could have done something better?
I enjoyed it, but I think I could do a bit better.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's everything.
So far over the past week, we have been doing a lot of different stuff. Monday we went to BBC Radio Nottingham, and me and Leah got interviewed live on their station. I really enjoyed that. I think it was really good. When we got back, we created some posters for the day about interview skills, and I think I would definitely say Monday was the highlight of the week, because we were able to go to a different station and see how it works at their place, and see what's different to ours. And I think that it's really benefited me this week. Shows me how to be more confident with interviews, and overall presenting the show in groups. It's helped